Hello, friends. One thing we talk about on this channel sometimes are elements of our culture that seem very normal, but that can have a profound effect on how our life experience feels, that sensation of what it feels like to be alive and moving through life. And I realized the other day that in all the videos I've done, I've never talked specifically about the one thing that I would say probably 85% of forest monks who come and stay in the woods for an extended period of time experience. What this is the music that plays in our heads. Usually after about 4 or 5 days away from usual stimulation, people start to experience songs. At first, it's usually songs that people listen to on a regular basis back in their regular lives. And these songs start playing and sometimes playing a little bit incessantly. Over time, it can be songs that they're less familiar with. Sometimes ones that they really don't even remember from their childhood. Sometimes it's little ditties from advertisements. They're in the process of their minds slowing down. And as our minds slow down, the the part of our mind that craves the kind of stimulation, which is a rather in-your-face stimulation that our culture usually provides, that part of our mind starts to kick in and say, what can I do to give me something constant? And music fits the bill very well. Often this becomes almost maddening for people. They just want to turn it off so that there's not this constant soundtrack. And most of us would probably agree that music is a good thing. This isn't a video about trying to get music out of our lives, but it is a video reminding us that there are things going on up here without our knowledge that are taking up a lot of bandwidth. This also happens with physical things like the food we eat. If we're on a fast food diet, and we feel very normal on that fast food diet, we won't know how good we can feel until we take a month off of that diet and we take on a whole foods diet. And then maybe go back and try the fast food to remind us of what it felt like before the whole foods diet. You see, the thing is that music is a powerful force. It's why we humans love it so much and are so concerned about it. It isn't just a song, but it's something that generates emotions, often in a very visceral way. As you know, music can make you feel powerful. Music can make you feel sad. It can make you feel filled with wonder. But when we forget the power of music and we just make it into a mindless habit, that's when it starts to fill up our mind in a way that I'm going to say can become rather unhealthy. Ideally, when people go back to civilization, they don't leave music behind. They recognize it as a powerful tool and they integrate it wisely into their lives. This can mean choosing more complex music, music that gets our mind moving and shifting. This can mean choosing inspiring music that leaves you with positive feelings. It can mean using music to set the tone for an experience that you're about to have. But this is a call to consider if you're currently using music habitually, and what would happen if you recognized its power, its magic, and started using music consciously. If you want a mental recipe for it, here's what you do. You take 3 weeks off of music, and if you can, off of most media. This is going to give your mind a bit of a reset, and it's going to show you what's going on in the background of your mind when you're not paying attention. If you adopt a mindfulness practice or meditation, that's going to help you to become more aware of your mental activity on a moment-to-moment basis. Then at the end of this 3 weeks, look at music and say, what part do I want music to play in my life? The funny thing is that if you do this, if you love music, let's say, if you do this and you come back to music with a fresh mind and with consciousness, you are going to enjoy music more. When you listen to the music, you're going to intake it in a way that is conscious that you're there for it, you're going to experience it, you're going to enjoy the feelings that it gives you. There are, of course, endless things in our culture that are like this. Ice cream. I had some ice cream the other day. It was so good. But it was so good because I'm able to be present there, to taste it, to enjoy the textures, the flavors, and soak into the experience rather than just eating a half gallon every day habitually while I watch television. When I do that, I don't actually experience the ice cream. So of course, what this video is actually about is a call to experience life, to plunge into it, to engage with it, to love it. Today, 1,000 sneaky things will say, here, come, give your attention to me. Don't pay attention to this. When we start paying attention to this experience that we're having right now, that's when life unfolds, wakes up, and starts feeling amazing. Tell me in the comments if this video inspires you to try that 3-week challenge. That is a big one, I know, but very powerful. If you do it, keep me posted down in the comments as to what you experience when you do a little bit of a music media fast. And what does that experience teach you about yourself and the things that you usually intake? Thanks for joining me today, my friends. Thanks so much, and love to you all. Hey, if you've stuck around to the very end, I'm going to give you a little mystery to solve. I'm going to take a photograph of something that's very near me over here, a plant, and it looks quite alien. Tell me if you know what it is.